I want you to know what the methodology is to set it up. So you set up NFS, you set up the auto mounter on the client, and then you set up the NIS server, and you set the client to authenticate using NIS by giving it the address of the server and everything else. You need to know which services are needed for NIS to run and which not. I have some wonderful tricky questions in there that are multiple response and say choose all that apply, choose services that NIS depends on. One of them is not. Okay. If you know 5 or 10 things, you will figure out immediately that that service is irrelevant. If you don't, you won't, then you will lose some marks. Okay.
How about if you get like, say like 3 services out of, you get marks for them? Or do you have to
I think I've done it, yes. I think the question is more like 2 marks. If you get only 3 out of 4, you get 1 mark or something like that. Okay. Then, configure the NFS client. NetFS, PortMap, all those things that need to run on the client as well. Make sure that you remember what they are. Know the command to mount a directory on the network manually. Yes, mount, space, server, colon, resource. And once you know that, know what auto.home and auto.master are and what they do. Don't need to know the exact structure of everything in there. I'm not that cruel. Know what a domain name is, what a computer name is, what a fully qualified domain name is, and all that. So make sure you distinguish between everything. And later on in Kerberos, know what a real name is as well. Yes.
I know when we do a lab sheet, some of these services weren't the same as the ones on the lab sheet. Is it the ones on the lab sheet we're going for?
No,
or the ones
what
that they
was
should?
correct in the process.
All right.
Okay, because some of them had changed with Central 6, I remember. Initialize the make, we don't worry about that. I want you to know what the make file does. Okay, where it lives, var yp makefile, and what is its purpose in life. To compile the database and create the maps for your NIS server. Users. The difference between a system user and an NIS user. Okay, for a system user to become an NIS user, you need to compile the database again. You need to run the makefile again.
Is this all in the lab sheets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lab sheet's outdated, isn't it?
Thank you for your kind words. You don't need to worry about passwords and all that. I want you to know, what was it? This one, YP matter and user password. Okay, something like that. What does this command do, for example?
Yeah, I can if you want to.
Oh my god, why did you just auto-correct?
What?
Password.
And then we go into Kerberos. As I said, remember what the difference between a realm, a domain name, a computer name, and a fully qualified domain name is. Okay.
Say that again, please, Matt.
Remember the difference between a realm name, a domain name, an FQDN, and a computer name. Okay. I've had lots of students just naming everything Alonso and be done with it. Not a good idea. Time synchronization. Why do we need it? And how do we ensure it happens? We connect to a time server. The important files for the configuration of the service, the 2 most important files, kerb5.conf and kdc.conf. You should know which ones they are.
Kerb was 5 and what was the other one?
kerb5, kdc.
KDC.
Yeah. Again, just like NIS, what this command does, kdb5 util create -s, it compiles the database. Now the service. What is the principle? Yeah.
Basically, it's all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the principle? What name principle do you need to have in order for you to run administrative tasks on the system? Okay, so you need to have this line basically, */admin. what the access list files are, ACL files. Again, which services are needed. And what is K-init? Yeah. Yes, exactly. And that's it. And these are your exam questions, I will not open this.